Imagine being able to use an astonishing squeeze page like this with full motion video right behind it. It's a sort of squeeze page that multinational companies, even PayPal on occasion, use. And it's not simply because it's pretty, it's simply because it works, as I will now show you. Here's a test rerun of using the video backgrounds versus a static background for 7 days, and over that period we got a near 40% increase using the video background compared with the static background. So that's obviously something to think about. Now, what I'm possibly thinking is that this is going to require the intellect of a nuclear scientist, when in fact nothing could be further from the truth. And as I'm now going to show you, it's absolutely simplicity itself, so much so that I think a child could do it. So let me take you now to the dashboard of this product, and I'll show you just how easy it is to get set up. So here we are on the landing page monkey dashboard, and you can see there's quite a lot of controls here, which is a good thing because it means that you can control every single aspect of your squeeze page. But on the other hand, as you can see, it is very, very simple. You simply choose your box position. You then choose the way that you want it to appear on the page. And then simply highlight the one you select, which will then get a check mark against it, as you can see here with my bouncing down, which is what I'm using. You then can choose the background colors. The background image, you normally would leave that blank because, as we've discussed, it's far better to have a video, and it's a piece of cake to put a video in, as I'll show you in a minute. Background button color, that's I've chosen there the same color as Amazon, because if Amazon use yellow, then it's obviously because it works the best. You can then choose the color of the text that appears on the button. You can then write the actual text that you want to put on the button. And then for the actual squeeze page, which appears as a secondary page, you can then put your text there as well for that. Go down a little further. You can then decide how long before you want the box to appear on the page. The level of transparency, if it needs a shadow or not. Thickness of any border, colour of any border, the radius of any border, and the width of the box itself. You can then decide the font that you want on the button. In this case, I've used a fairly compact font so that you can get quite a lot on. I haven't bothered about SEO because you could spend your life trying to do SEO and get nowhere. Life's too short. And then the start position here, you want to decide where the video will start. It may be that the title appears on the video, so you obviously don't want that, so you start the video after the title. You can then pull in images that you want to put onto the box. In my case, I got an image of an ebook, so I pull that in from my own website. If you want to put your own video in, then that's the area where you put the embed code. But as I say, I'm using, as I'll show you, I'm using one from YouTube. You then decide where you want the video. You then decide the sort of typeface you want to use, or the font you want to use for your squeeze page text, and then you can write the text in that you want. Subheading if you wish. More text there if you want as a main text, and also this is on the second form, the actual lead capture form. is to ask them to put their best email address in. And then obviously it's important that we integrate with our autoresponder, which is a piece of cake, because it integrates with every autoresponder known to man, including this one, Aweber, which is my one. And it's simply you take the snippet of code that you get from Aweber or from your own autoresponder and paste it in there, and it integrates the two together. Script integration, it says here that this section is for advanced users, so that counts me out, because when it comes to technical matters I'm just above a dummy, I think. So as I say, if I can do it, then anybody can do it. And it really is child's play, as you can see, although on the one hand you get tremendous detail control, but the actual ease of doing it is just like a walk in the park. So here we are on the YouTube, and this is the video that I'm using behind that sample I showed you. There are other videos, as you'll see in a minute, and it's very easy to take this off, and you can see we have full permission, standard YouTube license, and it says feel free to help out the starving artists and share this video with the world. Well, we'll certainly want to do that, because the more we share this video with the world, the more names we'll collect, the bigger the list we'll build, the more money we'll make, and the sooner we'll retire to the South Seas. And here's another example of another video you can use if you don't want to use that one. Plenty more like this. And to actually snag the video itself and put it onto your website, it's simply a question of copying that URL at the top and then pasting it onto this area here on your dashboard for Landing Page Monkey. So as I say, the whole thing couldn't be easier, really. It is absolute child's play. So I think you can clearly see that if you're going to get something like a proven 40% increase in your opt-ins from a simple change like this, then it's obviously that you need this, because building your list is the central thing. Every single multi-millionaire internet marketer that you'll come across always bases their wealth on their mailing list. The bigger the list as a general, and the higher the quality, of course, then the more money you're going to make. It's a simple mathematics. So I'm going to suggest that you immediately click the button below this video, and as soon as you start using this, you'll be astonished how easy it is to use, and of course you'll be astonished just how much of an increase you'll enjoy with your opt-ins.